for sharing my view on the agri-tech past, present, and future. So I would like to just understand before I share my view here, who are the audience and if they have any other expectation from me.
So we have mixed range of audience from various backgrounds, both farmers, both urban and rural farmers, agriculture experts, or individuals who wish to get into agriculture, or individuals who are already into agriculture sector. So various backgrounds.
Okay. So if I understand, if I consider like mostly the farming, the people who are from the farming background.
Yes.
Then in what mode do you want me to communicate? Hindi, English? Or
No, English. English is fine because it's a common language. I mean, everyone will be able to understand. So that's the reason. Okay.
So let me just share about Bighaat, and then we can start like how I look about the future of agriculture. So Satish and I, we both came from the tech background. But if you see our family background, we are still doing, like my father is still doing farming. Okay, so we understand like 2014 when we were doing the market analysis, we realized that there is no technology intervention in the agri, and we can bring a big transformation in the agri using science, data, and technology. And that's where Satish and I started thinking about how we can bring the change. Okay, and that's where we started Bighaat in 2015 January. So let's understand when I'm saying past, present, and future. So you can understand the challenges like when the Bighaat started or any other startup who are thinking about it. So their constraints are different. Like 2015, if you go back, at that time we were paying around 1 rupees per minute for call. Okay, then there was no COD facility at that time. Reaching out to the farmer was not easy. So that's where we started like considering those constraints. Okay, we built a different model and our reach was very limited. Okay, but the at least the model point of view, we all were thinking about the problem and trying to solve that problem. And being a Bighaat, we strongly believing that the technology is the key. Scalability is not possible until we are bringing the technology. And that's where if we go and see, like initial 3 years, we were selling only seeds. Okay, so and the other companies were also focusing on very limited with the limited scope. Okay, so you can name it any company like Agro, they have problem. Okay, so 2015 to 2020, it means we were validating the model. We means not even Bighaat. I am representing now entire agriculture. Okay, so we were validating the model based on the constraint available at that time. Okay, but objective was very clear that how we can bring transformation in the farmer's life. Okay, and then by 2019, it means 4G came. Then 2020, this COVID impact came. Because of COVID impact, I can say it was a big transformation. Acceptance increased. In what sense? Like we were saying that we need only one influencer at village level. Because if he is happy with our services, then he can be enabler at village level. Okay. But because of 4G and the COVID, the kids were forced to take their classes over mobile. Okay. It means farmers and their families, they purchase at least smart devices so that their kids can take classes. They can explore, get the knowledge. Okay. So now I can say because of this, now at least one family member is effectively using the smart device. They are effectively using the technology. They are ready to accept any technology. Okay, so that's where I can say now, if you talk about present, the ecosystem is ready. Okay, and now 4G is there. Okay, so it means we can consume a good number of data. It means being a technology player, we are also able to provide the quality information. We are also able to provide the information in terms of video. We are also able to fetch the data in the real time. Okay. Then what we have to do it, being a tech player, we have to focus on how we can, assuming that farmers are not able to read the content, but If you see in our at our home, kids are able to use devices very well. It means our it's a UI feature. We have to work in such a way that we can provide the right UI so that anyone, even though whether it's the content is in Hindi or English, but by UI you should be able to navigate and get the right response. So that's where being a big heart, I can say, like we started in 2015, focusing only on seeds. Then we realized that farmers needs end-to-end support. Okay, and to provide them end-to-end support, it means we try to solve their quality issues. Farmers were not able to get the quality product. They were not able to get the product of their choice. Convenience was not there. They were not able to get the information. Okay, and the price transparency. Now I can say that now farmers are coming on our platform first. They are looking the price, whether they are purchasing from Big Heart or not. But at least they know that they no need to pay more than this X amount. Okay, so that's a transformation we are able to bring because of the technology. Okay, then now we are working with the farmers to grow food safe product because let me give the classic example, like you are following a good practices, let's say you are even organic practices, but when you are putting your produce in the guinea bags and if you are marking with the needle, okay, then that produce will not be sellable to the European market. Okay, even though you practice, you use the organic inputs to grow the crop. So it means sometime information and practices are very important. Small practice, unknowingly, if you are following, which can create an impact in your final produce in terms of quality. And now that's why we are closely working with the farmers. We created a program called SDP, and under SDP, we are helping them to grow the quality produce, and we are connecting them with the national and international buyers. Okay. Now, if we talk about being also, we are being a big heart, we are a full stack player, and even if you see that even all other companies are also trying to be a full stack player. Okay. So now, since our here target customers are farmers and the entrepreneurs, so this is might be not needed, so we can move to the next slide. Okay. But let's understand. Okay. So let's talk about the future. Before that, I would like to say what Big Heart is doing, and then I can correlate with the future of agritech. Okay. So being a Big Heart, as I said, like we are the full stack player. Now we are building a complete digital ecosystem. Let's understand the one farmer's life. He need a platform where he can socialize, he can share the information, he can get the right share the experience, share the knowledge. Okay, so we don't have any dedicated community platform, and that's where we created a product called Kisan Vedika, equivalent to LinkedIn. Okay, this I already the slides which we shared here. This is already discussed and shared with you. Safia, can you go and show the technology slides? So they're the different app. Yeah. So this is what we are doing. Then we are talking about the Crop Doctor. It's an advanced product. Okay, it's a deep tech AI powered by AI/ML. In this product, if farmers are uploading the crop image, instantly system will do the diagnosis and will suggest the possible solutions. Now it's up to farmer whether he wants to buy from Big Heart or he can go to the local market and purchase. Equivalent to Amazon, we have a agri store. Okay. Then farmer to farmer trade we are allowing under Kisan Bazaar. So we can call it OLX for the agri. We have a Kisan Mudra where we are enabling the financial piece. Okay. And if you see here, we are bringing not even traceability and transparency at the input side, but we are bringing a traceability and transparency at the output side for the buyer as well. So a buyer know from where their produce is coming, what kind of chemical they are using, and that they are able to check the different traceability of the test report at different stages taken by the farmers. So it's a different approach our farmers associated to us are taking there. Okay. So now we can see being a Big Heart, we know the pulse of the market. We know what is the cropping pattern, the disease impact. okay, and product movement. Okay, next you can go software so that you can see. Okay, so we believe in the quality, and that's where we can see like we partner with all the leading partners. Okay, so we believe that if we have to really create a value for the farmers, then we have to work closely instead of reinventing all the wheel together. We have to collaborate, create the value. So I would like to share some numbers before we move to the next slide. Like we are the largest player, and we or more than 22 million farmers reached out to Bighaat. They consume the services given by us. They are 2 to 3 million farmers are visiting on our platform. Okay, we are able to deliver in any part of India. Okay, you name it the pin code of your village. I can say at least I have a one customer there. We are the largest player in terms of engagement association. If you see the recent survey, like recently, even Asia Pacific fastest growing company NAM they announced, and we recognized that list. We got a second position at Asia Pacific level. So this is the I can say recognition of our thankless effort that the team were giving from last 9 years. Okay. So now let me just explain the one product Crop Doctor, how this particular product is transforming the farmer's life. Okay, how we can leverage and create a value in the farmer's life. So you can see like farmers can take the image, and as soon as they will upload, you can see the complete detail about the disease. And if they are not able to read, then they can run the audio, and at the bottom here they can see the recommendation. Okay, but if you see here, so this is a climate change, but I would like to see show the impact of crop doctor. Okay, so in the crop doctor, the farmers are using from Pen India. Okay, and you can see we are able to see the disease pattern, how farmers are using. Let's assume there is a geography X, and let's say near to Bangalore, Kolar region. Okay, farmers are uploading their image. Let's say tomato crop. So by uploading the image, we are getting the input, initial input. By that input, we are able to see the stage of the crop, the disease impact, the quality of the crop. Okay, and this is helping us to help the fellow farmers. So let's assume any viral impact happen, then we are giving an early alert warning to the nearby farmers. And farmers can look into verify the symptoms, and once they are verifying the symptoms, they can go to the market. Either they can purchase from Bighaat and apply the solution. By doing this, they are able to get the better price. Okay, they are able to get the quality produce. It means higher value and higher margin. Okay, so now I would like to go back to the our future of the agri-tech. So I strongly believe like we are creating impact at global level, not at India level. By now, ecosystem is ready. So I strongly believe that lot of transformation we will be able to see in agri. By 2030, I'm expecting there will be a 10,000 agri startup. Okay. Now even we can see that my proposal to the government in different local organizations, the stakeholders that why not ecosystem we should build and target to the 47 where assume in the Kolar something is grown. Why not we sell that produce not even in India but outside India? Because until if we are not looking into the global market, okay, we will not able to. We are until we are not doing a value addition, we will not able to create a value in the farmer's life. So if I see like total addressable market globally, it will be a $50 trillion market by 2047 if we consider the 6% compounding. If we consider the 3% compounding, then it will be around $30 trillion. It's a big market, which means opportunity is lying for everyone. And that's where like the farmers has to think about how they can create a value addition at farm level, because let's be honest and brutal about ourselves. Okay, let's think about the banking system. Okay, I always used to say middleman is not an issue. Middleman role may change, but they are an enabler. Okay, so now let's talk about the banking system. It's changed in last 20, 25 years drastically. Now we are able to transfer our payment through mobile. Okay, Why not? And the earlier the bankers were working, now they are working differently. Even you are able to get loan within a seconds over the mobile. Okay, but they changed. They changed their working style, their operation, the way they are operating the banks earlier and now. Fundamentals are same, but the operations, the way they are doing, it's different. It's a more tech enabled. So it means being a farmers, we also have to think about adopt the new technology, okay, and how we can do the value addition at the farm gate level. Once we are able to do this, then only we will able to get a better price, better margin, and it is better lifestyle. Okay, so this is what I can say about Big Heart and the future. So when I'm talking about, let me talk about the future technology which will be evolving. Let's talk about the drone. I believe that the drone technology will be mature enough in next 7 years. We will be able to use drone very effectively, and we will be a global powerhouse when it comes for the drone. There multiple applications will be visible to us in next 7 years. Don't think drone for the agri. I will give you just one classic example for drone. Like normally every from Pakistan, we are calling it Hindi Tidde, who comes to India. I'm not sure what is the English name for that particular. Okay, so they damage the crop. Now we are working on this one technology where thousands of drones will fly with the chemicals, and they will spray with the synchronization, and they will spray in kilometers in few hours. So it means they will able to attack and kill uh, uh, those today in a few hours. Okay, so that will means by using this technology we will able to save our crop. Okay, so this is the one example I shared about the drone. Then let's talk about the grain. Okay, so like first let's talk about the soil testing. Right now we don't have a scalable technology when it comes for the soil testing. But I strongly believe that we will be able to figure out a scalable solution for the soil testing and low cost. So if once it will be low cost, what will happen? Then we will able to identify the soil parameter. We'll able to test, and based on the soil condition, we can give very precise solution. We can apply the precise solutions, and by applying the precise solutions, we will able to reduce our input cost, and we'll able to get a better produce. Okay. Then let's talk about the storage. Okay, or let's say for post harvest technology. Okay, if we talk about, like, we are not bothering about the quality, but post harvest technology is one of the major. It means we have to look into, because let's talk about the maize. In the maize, aflatoxin is a major issue because we are not bothering about the moisture. Okay, if we are not keeping the right moisture content, then what will happen? That aflatoxin impact will able to see higher aflatoxin in the maize, and because of that, even poultry guys, they do not want to use the maize which will with the higher aflatoxin, and that's where now we have to think about the technology at input, and we have to think about how we can create a value addition at farm gate level by following the standard practices, storage practices, post harvest practices. We can create a value in our gains. Okay, so definitely we have to think about our customer. Right now we are thinking about, like, okay, grow something and sell it, but we have to really think about what value addition I can do at my farm gate level, what my customer needs. Let me give another example, like in Bangalore. Okay, in Bangalore, the customers are looking half kg cabbage. What does it mean? How to grow only half kg cabbage? Okay, because being a farmer, I will think that my cabbage size should be more so that I can get a better price. But if we are making a, let's say, 1 kg or 1.5 kg cabbage curl, okay, then your customer is not willing to buy. If customers are not willing to buy, then you will not able to get the better price. But customers are looking half kg, you are going 1 kg or 1.5 kg size of the cabbage, then what will happen? It's an impact in the, it's a mismatch in the expectation. So now we also have to understand what our end customers are looking. Okay. So here I can say by increasing the number of rows, by reducing the size of the rows, by doing the little bit early harvest, we can give the better, the exactly half kg called cabbage to the farmers, sorry, our customers. Okay. So I'm saying that we have to think about first about our customer. We have to think about how we can create the value. We have to think about how we can collaborate with the new startups. Okay, even farmer producer companies. If guys here we have from the farmer FPCA, then they have to think about how they can collaborate and mingle with the existing ecosystem. And instead of thinking like I will do everything, how we can collaborate and create the value. So this is what from my side, I believe, let's open it for the Q&A session, and then I will be happy to answer all your queries. Yeah.
Ranjani, are you there? Can you hear me, Ranjani?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, Rajani. Hello, madam. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. In the meantime, I will ask you a question.
Sure.
You will also come and the others will also ask. So can I ask you a question, please?
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So very nice session, Mr. Sachin. See, now, as you have mentioned, the change in agriculture is so fast that we can't imagine what the future is going to be. Yeah. Okay. Now, the strategies for farmers is to go for seeds in pellet form, or go for drip irrigation, or go for robotics, or even many farmers, more than 7 to 8% of the farmers in the country are going organic, because going organic gives them a lot of advantages. They can go with cover crops, they can grow with crop rotation, drought resistant crops, and along with that they can do traceability, and then finally they can have it certified. And like you mentioned, the EU is questioning so many things, and farmers, and soon it's going to be one. It's not going to be for EU, for US, and for India. It is going to be one product. The time is going to come. It's a question of time. So all these things are a big challenge to us, and uh, firms like you are, I would say, are capable of achieving it, because what you all have done in the last 5 years, and especially since the pandemic, it is amazing. Yeah. Please.
Yeah. So I think it's a Joseph.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So can you give about your background, and then I can yeah.
I am a BSc AG with postgraduate in export and import of ornamentals.
Okay. Okay.
Seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, inputs, micronutrients, then also in export of vegetables, export of flowers to Europe and other countries, and now I'm more with organic and other things which matter, like traceability and things like that. Yeah, so fair amount of experience, but still a lot to learn.
Yeah. So, Joseph, you rightly pointed out, I echo with you. This is what I'm saying that I'm expecting a big shift in agri. Okay,
Yeah.
now ecosystem is ready. Okay, and I'm saying the problem is too much big, too much
Yes.
big. Really, we have to accept that it's not a small problem. What we are facing and we are trying to solve. When I'm
Yes.
saying we it doesn't mean the Bighaat. We means the
Yes.
whoever is working in agri. Okay, all
Yes.
are trying to bring a better tomorrow. Okay,
Yes.
better
Yes.
Bharat tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm saying we all have to collaborate. I strongly believe that success is lying in collaboration.
Yeah.
If we are able to collaborate, if we are able to support each other, if we work with each other's strengths, let's talk about. Let me take the Bighaat as an example. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I believe on the technology. Okay. And the person sitting in the ground, we both can collaborate with each other and create a value in the farmer's life. We are open for that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then whatever we build, because the technology what we build, okay, it's a free of cost to the farmers. We are not charging. Okay.
Yeah.
And I strongly believe that since we are not paying for Google or Facebook, as Google, Facebook, Gmail, even Google Map. So when we are not paying, then we should also not expect from farmers to pay for our services. Okay.
Yes.
And that's where we kept the entire our technology free of cost to the farmers. Okay. So that's why we strongly believe that we have to accept the change. We have to think about what I can do differently and
Yeah.
then collaborate with each other. If we are able to collaborate, if we understand our customers well, we can use the technology which can bring a transparency to the buyers, then definitely we can get a better ROI. I will give you just a elaborate little bit more like my buyers. Okay, the customers who are closely working with us. Okay, so when we are working, we are giving a traceability from seeds to sowing to the weather condition. Then at different stages, the farmers are going for the testing, and then the test reports they are sharing with the buyers. And because of that, buyers are able to get more confidence, and they are able to give better price to the farmers.
Yeah.
So this is just because of the. Otherwise, you are saying that you are growing organic, but if traceability is not there, then it's very tough to get that value in. Okay.
Absolutely. It's a must.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had mentioned in your discussion that you're doing something similar to LinkedIn. And how can that help the farmer?
Yeah. Okay. So see, our objective is like let's understand the community. So in
Yes.
the community, farmers have their own experience. We have agriculture graduate like you. You want to help to the farmers.
Yeah.
Manufacturers who are coming up with the new product, they want to help to the farmers. University professors, they want to help the farmers. Right now, what they are doing, everyone is started their own channel and they are Facebook channel. They are doing it, but there is no dedicated channel where we just talk about the agri,
Yes.
where farmer can post. Okay, all the information relevant to the farmers only, like LinkedIn. LinkedIn, we are talking about our professional growth. We are talking about the professional information. There is a big difference between Facebook and LinkedIn.
Yes.
Similar way, we build a Kisan Vedika where farmers can post the problem. Farmer can share their experience. Farmers can share that such practices he followed, and because
Yeah.
of that, this is the outcomes. Okay.
Yes.
Even in that case, they can help farmers to farmers. Then the professionals, they can, if farmers are asking certain questions, they can ask further question and they can support them. So this is a community platform, free of cost, available. They can come support each other and grow together.
That's very true because LinkedIn is such a fast program and it helps
Yeah.
each and every person, irrespective of status. And also, it is well spread throughout the world. Yeah. So we can get the latest technology elsewhere also.
Yes.
Thank you.
Rightly pointed out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Joseph, for the discussion and the questions. I'll
Yeah.
take up some questions from our side. So, what technological advancements have significantly impacted agricultural input supply chains in the past?
Okay. So let's understand. Okay. Earlier it was 2G. Okay, because of 2G, the data cost was very high. Okay, and just a minute. So data cost was very high. Okay, and farmers were using basic smart devices. If we have to bring a technology advantage, okay, so because of 4G, now data cost reduced drastically. The communication become very fast. The technology become affordable for the farmers. Even the smart devices, let's say 3K and 4K value also can serve the same value. Okay, so they can access our through smart devices. Different, they can download the app, different apps based of their choice, and they can access the information very effectively. Okay, so it means the connectivity between the information provider and the receiver. In this case, receiver is a farmer. It's become easy. Let's assume let's assume being an urban customer. Okay, if we see Flipkart came in 2009, grown very fast. Why that Flipkart grown very fast? Because in the urban also data become cheaper. The accessibility to internet was available, or it was easy to access the internet and the services. Okay, they were using in the office hours. They started exploring the different websites, and they were able to compare, and then they started booking online. So same convenience, same transparency we are able to bring for the farmers. They need the information. They have to I can proudly say that on Bighaat, the kind of information we are providing about the product, even companies are not able to provide. Okay. So why? Because they have information in PDF, not in the web form, which can be easily accessed. Now we translated into the web form. Okay. Means, and it's accessible to the farmers. So this is one of the way. Then information, if you are transferring, let's say AI/ML. Okay, so like crop doctor, because data is cheaper and faster, farmers are not hesitating to upload the image. Once they are uploading the image, it's receiving to our server within a few seconds, and our system is able to do the diagnosis in the back end, and immediately we are able to communicate the information within few seconds. After analysis, he is able to receive the entire analysis and relevant message and audio on his device. So this was possible because of the technology backbone infrastructure transformation. Now we have to think about how we can leverage this infrastructure, the future technology like AI/ML, drones, to help farmers to improve their productivity, to help them to so that build a product which can help them to take the right and informed decision. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah. Okay. So can you provide examples of how technology has improved market linkages for agriculture products over time?
Okay, let me take my example first. Okay, in our case, okay, in the market linkage, let's talk about first big basket. Okay, now in seeing the urban area, people are able to consume the technology, and they are able to order online, and they are getting a daily grocery at their doorstep. Big Basket is analyzing those data, and they are able to see the consumer behavior. And based on the consumer behavior, they are asking farmers to grow a certain crop. So it's a backward linkage. That's what I'm saying. We should understand the customer expectation. Our customer is not the Adatiya. Our customer is the end consumer who is buying and using that crop or end product. Okay. So now, as I gave the example of cabbage, okay, customer is looking a half kg cabbage. Big basket, I'm just giving the example. They are able to analyze, and they can pass this message to the farmer that, okay, can you grow cabbage of weight half kg, not more than half kg. Okay. Similar way, if you can talk about the with the technology, like we can segregate the produce in category A, B, C based on the size, based on the color. Okay. Let's talk about the technology in the cabbage itself. Okay. If we are giving the controlled water and if we are giving a more stress to the roots, our cabbage will be more green. If cabbage will be more greener, then they will get a better price. Okay. So this is the technology advantage. Let me take, if you are able to give the traceability, let me give another example about tomato. Okay. If we can bring the traceability for the tomato farmer, where they can show all the information with the proper traceability, with the proper reliability, using the blockchain. Okay, the practices they will be following, then they will be definitely generating some carbon credit, and we can bring the mechanism to pass the benefit of that carbon credit. Let me come back on the quality side again on the tomato. So we are bringing a transparency. Now, if we can bring the transparency, then we can see like the guy who is following the organic practices, the guy who is using a heavy pest. Why not the guy who is following the organic practices should get more price, better price? That is possible if we can give the traceability to the buyer, or if we can give transparency to the buyer. Hope I answered your query.
Yeah, okay. So next question. How have digital platforms revolutionized the procurement of agriculture inputs for farmers?
Sorry, can you repeat once again?
How have digital platforms revolutionized the procurement of agricultural inputs for farmers? I'll just post it.
Might be because of echo. Can you reiterate this question in a different way? Might be I'm not able because some echo is coming.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'll just post in the chat box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've added.
Okay. Okay. So you can see this. Okay. You can see this way, like now I can say not even farmers, even retailers. Okay. And retailers, it means the local sellers, consumers, they are coming on Bighaat platform. Retailers are communicating the price after verifying at Bighaat. This is a transformation because of the technology, because of the transparency. Okay. And I can proudly say that only Bighaat is giving that level of transparency. Now, because of this input side, if you see, using the technology, we are able to give access to the information in terms of how much, what is the quality, how many days crop, okay, and then what kind of practices they should follow, okay, what kind of like what is the right season. Okay, all such information we are able to provide, and this is helping farmers to take the right decision whether they should go with the specific seeds or not, or whether they should buy a specific solution or third. Because farmers are going to the retailer, they are pushing the products where they are getting a higher margin. But because of the platform like Bighaat, they are coming on the platform, they are able to purchase product of their choice. Because of this, they are consuming or they are using the produce which is really required in the crop. And this is creating a value and reducing their input cost. This is giving a better result to the farmers. If they are using a system like Bighaat, they are getting a very informed, it means they are able to take an informed decision. Okay. Now, definitely we want to take to the next level their even informed decision based on the future expectation. Expectation about the yield, expectation about the probable price. So all this is as on today, but tomorrow again we will see a big transformation for the farmers, and they will able to get lot of insights at the time of buying. Hope I answered your question.
Yes, yes. Okay. And what are the current trends in agriculture technology adoption for input procurement and market linkage?
You are talking about at the output side, the technology advancement.
I'll repeat. What are the current trends in agricultural technology adoption for input procurement and market linkage? For the
Okay.
input procurement,
So,
yeah.
okay. There are two. It means in one question I can see that's complete full stack model we have to consider. Okay. So definitely, if you talk about the technology adaptation to the farmer side, I can just share the data. Like recently, a global survey happened. Bighaat recognized as a giant in agritech, where they said that 15% farmers percent farmers know about Bighaat, or we reached out to the 15% of farmers in India. What does it mean that 15% is not a small number? 15% is almost 20, close to 20 million. Okay. Now I'm saying that what does it mean? It means we have opportunity to reach out another 85 million farmers. Okay. It means another 85%. This is the opportunity. Now, because input, if we talk about adoption definitely increased. I strongly believe that every household, they are owning at least one smart device right now. If they are owning a smart device and their kids, they used mobile to get the education, it means they are used to use the technology. So it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time that they will come and they will closely work with their parents, and they will definitely explore all the opportunities, and they will leverage this digital ecosystem well. And while they will be leveraging their ecosystem well, they will first explore the input, then they will explore the output, where they can sell, who can give the better price, what kind of value addition they can do at their doorstep. And that's where I feel that um, um, tomorrow will be better than today, and it will be a big change we'll be able to see. Hope I answered your question.
Okay. And are there any emerging technologies that show promise in streamlining input supply and market connectivity for farmers?
See, I'll tell you a lot of you can look this way. What does it mean by emerging technology? Let's say AI/ML is an emerging technology. We are using AI/ML for crop doctor. We can see chatbot we can create where we will be using the AI/ML. So AI, using the AI/ML and artificial intelligence is what we are calling it. Okay, we can definitely, that will be giving a value. Will be creating a value addition down the line. Okay, the communication with the farmers will change. Definitely, we can't ignore ChatGPT. Okay, definitely, either Bighaat or some other companies will leverage this technology to pass the benefit to the farmers. And then the drone technology, okay, that is definitely will be helping. Even let's say crop doctor I shared, you have to consider that when farmers are using crop doctor, it means this is they are providing the relevant input which is analyzed and consumed, not even for the specific farmers, but for the nearby farmers associated with them. So there are multiple use cases are there. And then I talk about the soil testing. If we are doing a soil testing, right now we don't have a scalable solution. We can use the satellite data. We did the pilot in the past. We are able to very precisely predict and analyze that in which part of the field farmers are facing the issue and what is the issue type, whether it's a biotic or abiotic, whether it's stress because of the more water or less water. So that level of information we are able to analyze. There are the technology which can be satellite technology, which can be used to analyze the soil type, pattern of the crop and disease. Okay, and definitely it's a collaboration. Let's talk about the fintech. Let me give the classic example, and then I'm leaving on the like I'm saying 10,000 degree startups. It means for each problem there will be at least one startup. Okay, so let me talk about the fintech. The farmer from Karnataka or south, for them corn crop cycle is around 120 days. The farmer, in Bihar, if they are growing a corn in Rabi season, for them, the corn crop cycle is around 180 days or 150 to 180 days. If farmers in Punjab, if they are growing the corn, for them, crop cycle of corn is around 90 to 100 days in the spring season. Now, my point here is you can't give same fintech solution to all three guys. And if we have to give very personalized solution to each farmers, then definitely we have to use the technology. So I'm saying that we will see lot of technology and use cases will emerge down the line based on the different use cases and based on the customer need. Hope I answered your question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, what opportunities do blockchain and smart contracts present for enhancing trust and transparency in agricultural transactions?
Yeah, first is the contract is not legal in India, so let's ignore the contract part. If you are doing any contract, let's consider it's a soft contract based on the believing and of. But blockchain. So I will say yes, blockchain. We should. I was against a blockchain 2 years before, a year and a half before, but now I'm in favor of blockchain. Why I was against in the past? Because I was not able to figure out who will bear the cost. But now I strongly advocating that yes, we should think about the blockchain. We should use at least in some part of the value chain where we can bring a highest trust. Because by using the blockchain, we can bring a higher trust. Let's assume someone is working at carbon credit site. And if trust is not there, then farmers will not able to get the right value of the carbon credit. Or if we talk about, let's say we are bringing the transparency, traceability, but blockchain will bring a higher confidence, buyer confidence on the seller. So hope I answered.
Yeah. Okay. And are there any barriers to technology adoption in input procurement and market linkage, particularly for small scale farmers?
Yeah, okay, I will say definitely whenever the new technology comes in the market, okay, the progressive farmers always adopt faster. Then they influence to the others. And definitely major part is the late they take the late adoption. I'm saying like in 2015 to 2020, the influencers who were using the technology, now the technology adaptation will be very fast as compared to the last 7 years, 8 years. And I strongly believe that let's take an example again. The kid who was in class 6 during the COVID in 2020, okay, he was forced to take classes over smart device. Now, after 8 years or 10 years, he will be closely working with his father. He will be either in the college or he will be a college pass out by that time. So what does it mean that he used the technology and he's already adopter. He already adopted. Now he will be an influencer. So number of influencer down the line will be more. That's the reason I'm expecting. One of the reason that big transformation we will able to see um, in by 2030 or next 7 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Just 2 more questions. Yeah. How do you envision the future of agriculture technologies shaping input supply chains and market linkages for farmers and traders alike?
Yeah. So I will let me just put as a complete agree. As I said, like I'm not even thinking about and like I'm okay. Let me just put this way. Definitely, let's talk about the three main. One is a technology provider or developer, like a kind of Bighaat. Second, the trader. Okay, trader may be input side, trader may be output side, and third is the executor, like farmers or buyers, or let's say consider the buyer, input buyer and output buyer. Input buyer will be a farmer, output buyer will be a let's say ITC Olam. So and let me not consider the farmer. Sorry, urban customer or direct end consumer. Okay. See what we need. Definitely the transparency again. Definitely the role of the retailers will change. The role of Aratia will change. They will be an enabler and influencer. You can't remove them. Definitely because of the transparency, because of the traceability, because of the technology intervention, okay, the system will do some correction and the wrong guys will move out from the system. Only good guys will left out who really wants to work, who are ready to serve to the farmers. So at the end of the day, end consumer and the farmers will be a beneficiary. That's what I feel. This will be the big impact. Let me talk about we are transferring the money. Okay, we are using the gateway. Technology coming in the middle, but the role of because of the technology, uh, the middleman, like earlier middleman was different. Now middleman is a gateway. Okay. Let's talk about the Adatia. Adatia will closely work with the farmers. They will help them to produce the right quality and as per the customer demand. Okay, they will not be, or I will put this way. Right now, our market is the supply-driven market. We have to think about, I'm not talking about whether by 2030 it will be a demand-driven market, but I believe that we are moving or we will be moving in that direction.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So one last question. Okay. Yeah. Can you discuss the role of data analytics and AI in optimizing input procurement and market linkages?
Yes. So let's talk about data side. That is a good point. Okay. So that is another point, like AI ML will come in the picture. Okay. We will be able to predict the shift of the crop. We will be able to predict the weather impact. We will be able to predict the estimated outcome. Okay. And we will be able to predict most likely not in the 5 years, but if you see the 10-year horizon down the line, we will be able to at least predict the future prices of the crop. And if we will collate this data and if we share in the right format to the let's say farmers, then they will able to take the informed decision which crop for which crop they should go. If we are giving the same information collate with the manufacturers, then they will able to optimize their operation efficiency, marketing efficiency. If we are able to give the same data in the right format to the banking partners, then they will able to optimize. They can take a better risk analysis if we give the same data in the right format to the um, output buyers, produce buyers, market buyers. They will able to uh, give the better price to the farmers and because they will be able to quote a future price to their end customer, so they will be able to whatever they will be, because of the technology, they will be able to optimize their efficiency, and definitely part of the benefit will be passed back to the farmers.
Okay.
Okay, like disease prediction, crop doctor, we are doing it. We are able to predict the disease. Then we are able to pass the right information right time to the farmers. If farmers are applying the preemptive solutions, okay, then definitely they are able to get a quality produce, higher yield. It means higher income.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Sachin. Before we end, I would like to check with Mr. Joseph Brito if he would like to ask any further questions.
Yes, I've got one or two questions.
Yeah.
First, I want to know Mr. Sachin's contact number, please.
Yeah, sure. I will
Email ID.
just message.
Yeah.
You can post in the chat window.
Yeah.
I'm putting.
Yeah. So one point that you had mentioned, Mr. Sachin.
Yeah, just before that, I would like to request, drop me the WhatsApp message if you
Yes.
are trying to reach out to me. And if I am not giving a response, just do the follow-up without any hesitation.
Yes, yes. You can
Okay.
give me a WhatsApp number, that's enough.
I shared.
You have shared already, but I can't see it.
It's in the chat window, Mr. Brito,
Oh, it's in the chat window, is it?
of Zoom.
My chat is not visible somehow.
Okay.
You have to go to.
It's there. It's there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. You had mentioned one very interesting point, that is regarding carbon credits and traceability.
Yes.
Yeah. This is very, very relevant, especially to some major crops which are exported in a very big way. One is grapes. I would say one is coffee, two is grapes. Okay. It could make a huge impact in those two industries. Of course, there are many other. I'm not the one to say what's happening in those other sectors because I'm not following very closely. Yeah. And the other thing which is going to happen is regenerative organic agriculture.
Correct.
That is a definite thing which has to happen, because considering the climate change at the rate at which it is going, because climate change is happening so fast that within 6 months, the crop in that particular area is not being able to even get what do you call germination. Like you said, like in corn, for example, in some places 90 days, in some places 180 days. There are hundreds of crops like this. And again, cabbage. Cabbage, actually, when we were with Indo-American hybrid seed, we used to import a very small cabbage. It was half a kg cabbage. And it was the cabbage for the entire South India in 1990s, late 1990s. So this is happening not only for cabbage, it's happening for many other crops. Tomatoes, for example. Tomatoes, if you have a thick-skinned tomato, it can make all the difference. Because the harvested tomato will last you for at least 6 weeks instead of 2 weeks. Of course, there are ones which last, which can be hung by the thread and last for 6 months, like they do it in Spain. Yeah, but that also may be possible in India, because Indians are not any less than others, and Indian market and Indian agriculture is going to be ruled by non-agriculturists and non-BSc AGs. I will tell you, because in the last 2 years, the number of non-agriculturists who have come into India into agriculture is huge. They don't know the background of agriculture. They hardly have the background of agriculture. And for example, you yourself, and I know many of those in Bighaat and Bighaat have no background in agriculture, but they are more expert than the agriculture people.
Correct.
Actually, we have huge number of agriculture experts in about 100 odd institutions in India, plus the 75 agriculture colleges. Unfortunately, the research is happening and it is only stuck to lab to lab.
Correct.
Yeah, that the scope in these agricultural research units is so much. For example, you go to agriculture university, this IIHR in Bangalore. There is one guy by the name of Dr. Raghavendra Rao, who is an expert in value addition.
Correct.
He will tell you about value addition so fast that you'll wonder where all this knowledge was.
Yeah.
So it's a huge leap in agriculture that we are looking forward to, and we hope it will happen in our lifetime.
Yeah. No, this will definitely happen, and you rightly pointed out. Okay. Sorry, I did not interrupt it. Correct? You are done. Joseph, are you done or you?
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So I echo with you. Okay. Let me just elaborate. You rightly pointed out that being a tech guy, Bighaat, Dehat, or Shardul from
Yes.
Agro Star. Okay, we were not having agriculture expertise, but intent was right.
Yes.
We learned while working with the farmers. We learned with the experts like you. Okay, and we learned very fast.
Yes.
Since there was no baggage with us, so we were ready to challenge
Anything.
to all the problems. Okay.
Exactly.
And we were trying to solve the problem. Okay. And what the problem we feel that when agriculture graduates, professionals are coming, their first response is, this is not possible. We have already looked into this and this is my decade of experience.
Yes.
We are saying, boss, this is the digital age.
Yes.
We are here. We have to bring the technology to address the gap.
Yes.
First, let's think positive how to address. There are two ways to look into the problem. Yeah. Either say this is not possible, or say that how we can address this.
Yes.
That how we can address this, that is a missing piece when it comes for the agriculture expert. Okay. Right. So now I'm saying that definitely I'm always used to say, like, I'm spending my most of the time either with the startups or with the students. What I'm saying, next 7 years, give your best time, maximum time, and learn.
Correct.
Unlearn whatever you have. Okay.
Unlearn is important.
Yes. Unlearn and see the problem with a different lens. Keep learning, spend time here.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is the game changer. Next 7 years is the key for Bharat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm accepting that the kind of knowledge you guys having, okay, I strongly believe that we have to collaborate. I can say I presented the same like past, present, future to the one of the ministry. I said the guys who came, left the job, they were earning in crores, they left the job and they are spending time in agri because they did not come here for money. They came because they felt that they can create a value in the farmer's life. Exactly. They want to create a value in the agri. Yes. And that's where we all have to collaborate. If we can collaborate, we can bring it faster.
Exactly.
The kind of knowledge you have, if we are able to share the knowledge, because we feel that what is boss, we have to, like when we are giving a technology free to the farmers, why we are giving free to the farmers? Because we feel that it should reach to the farmers.
It should reach. It should be free. Yeah.
So it reach to the
Absolutely.
farmers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we believe that success is lying in the collaboration. We all have to come together, collaborate, keep our ego aside. Yeah. And that's where even to the different farms and the government, I propose that we should make agriculture mandatory to the engineering student so that they can come up with the more better solution.
Yes.
We should make data and AI mandatory to the agriculture graduates in each semester so that they should speak with the same language what technocrats are using. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
They should read the data. Okay. They should understand the value of technology, and they should think about how we can bring the advantage of this technology in the domain. Okay. Yes. Then I'm saying that I asked, because we are talking about the data stack. Okay. Even though Bighaat already built the data stack, but the public data stack, what government is trying to build, I am advocating that make it free, open to the engineering student. Absolutely. And ask them to build the product, the kind of product they will build for the farmers. We can't imagine. So we should encourage the open innovation, open AI. Okay, this is what I'm advocating. So I echo with you.
Very, very true, very true. See, even amongst the universities, I'll just take 2 minutes, Rajini.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sure.
Even amongst universities, the type of package of practices, the books and the data and the information and the help to the farmers is totally different. The same facilities that a farmer can get at Thrissur Agriculture University is so huge. He can't get the same facility in Bangalore. Nobody will be there. Hardly a few people are there in Bangalore Agriculture University. You can imagine. So also the Coimbatore University, that's also a huge university which gives a lot of inputs. But I was dumbstruck when I saw Kerala Agriculture University. That small place center was flocked with farmers, and I myself bought about 5-10 books worth some few thousands of rupees, which contained so much of information. It is the agriculture scenario is waiting to burst open. Unfortunately, we still don't have regular farmers who are doing who are heading the ministry. Most of them who are heading the ministry, I'm not talking about last 5 or 10 years, I'm talking about last 50 years. Most of them who are heading the ministry were only farmers, or they were stakeholders. They had something of interest in farming. They were not basically had any graduate in agriculture, and they had no knowledge. So that trend has continued. That's why there is so much of delay in increasing and giving the farmers correct prices. Of course, the whole world over it is happening. So, and the world over, the revolution is taking place. In the next 5 years, it's the farmers who are going to rule the world, not the politicians. And it's the 6 inches of your soil which matters most. You may have hundreds of industries and software and hardware and whatnot, but if your 6 top inches of your soil is not being taken care of, then there is no use. And if your forest is depleting, it's useless. It's useless. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much.
Very rightly, you pointed out 6 inch very critical. Their carbon percentage is very less, very less right now. Okay. Yeah, so definitely I echo with you. And again, I'm saying past is past. Let's done.
Yes.
Now let's leverage. I'm just giving we are looking our the AI/ML based this product Crop Doctor. We are struggling to get, because to train our system we need the images.
Yeah.
We need the images, and the universities and guys are sitting on the lakhs of the images. We need just 12,000 images, right? Unique images. That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's a matter of time. We strongly think, let's put the right step. Let's give our best, collaborate, and support each other. Let's create the value in the farmer's life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Sachin. Thank you for this inputs and sharing your presentation and answering all the questions in depth. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we'd like to thank you. And we also like to thank Mr. Joseph for joining this meeting and having the discussion. So meeting will now be end. Have a good day and have a good weekend and wish you all happy Holi.
Thank you very much, Rajini, and you too. You all too. Wish you a happy Holi and God bless our country.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin.
Thank you.